What's the deal? What's the deal? PolitiKan podcast. We back again. We here, man, with the homies back at Riverside Studios, getting it in. We finna talk about the NBA, current events, man, politics, as usual. I'm gonna bring in the homies, man. Let's get to it. What's the deal, folks?
Yo, yo, what's going on? What's going on?
What up, what up, what up?
Travis, you wanna introduce yourself, man, first timer?
My name is Travis Reed. I guess you want to, I'm the resident, if you want to say, ex-professional hooper. So I have good expertise on what hoop was about. You can catch me on the show, Athlete's Journey, you know, telling, me and ex-hoopers telling old stories and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the first thing I want to get to is this LaMarcus Aldridge. He's finna be bought out by the Spurs. And where do y'all think he's gonna go?
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge. Let's start off by saying LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge in his prime, he was a hell of a player. Never really a all league player. I think quite in that second tier. Great jump shot, post moves. Not really much of a defensive player. Don't really play big. At this age, I mean, what is he really gonna contribute? At this point, you just want him to be a big body in there. Hopefully, he can play a little defense. He's playing with Greg Popovich for the last couple of years. I'm looking at Boston needing help up front, along with Miami and Portland as well. But I think Boston could probably benefit with LaMarcus Aldridge's services right away during this playoff run the most.
Is it my turn? Do I get to jump in on this one?
Turn your mic up, Alvin. Turn your mic
Turn your
up.
mic up, Evan.
Let me turn my mic up. My bad. Can y'all hear me now?
Turn that mic up. Take the colors off.
You know,
Hey, them colors is all right, brother. So they all right. They all right.
Go ahead, Travis. Go
all
ahead.
right. So this is how I personally feel about LaMarcus Aldridge. He has it in the tank. He's not washed. We can already tell with people like Gordon Hayward, where all analytics and all commentary and everybody who's not actually playing in the league is just people talking. They're just talking. You're in the NBA, you can play real basketball, you can still get buckets. I don't want to see LaMarcus Aldridge with my Lakers. I would love for him to go back to Portland so he can retire a Blazer. And I honestly think that would actually help them a little bit because Melo's doing a cool little thing on the wing and on the block. Jones is a nice little slasher, but if you had someone that could catch the ball at the free throw line for Dame Lillard after everyone's already trapping him right at the half court line, it might help a lot. I don't see I don't see Boston trying to pick him up. Miami's already grabbing Trevor Ariza. So, I mean, that's the only real place you can go. It's not worth anywhere else. I'm not saying he's not worth anywhere else, but I mean his impact wouldn't be as significant anywhere else to me, personally.
I would say one team that I don't even want to see him on, but do it, be the Clippers for some reason. If they got Aldridge, it'd be him and Ibaka, so they can throw bodies at Anthony Davis. I think for them, they want a big body, but they don't have no money and no trade assets to get him. So they're gonna wait for the buyout market to go get him. Other than that, I don't really see. Like I said, Boston could be, knowing the Nets, they're trying to pick up everybody anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if he went to Brooklyn.
That was a shot.
That's where everybody ended up anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they only going to Brooklyn anyway because it's going to give them relevance for next year. Look at Blake Griffin. If they don't win next year, somebody will pick up Blake just because he went to the Nets and he'll have some more playoff experience under his belt, and they'll say, oh, he actually can still play. I mean, come on now. Let's be honest, guys. I've been saying it for 3 weeks. When KD comes back, he's going to go back to Mr. Prima Donna, and Kyrie and James Harden are going to not be the same players. They've been killing without him. I mean, really look at it. Kyrie is better than Westbrook was in OKC in 2012. And that's why you see James Harden playing the way he's playing right now. KD's not the KD of old. He's the washed king for real. He's not LeBron.
He's hoping and praying. That's what it is. He's hoping and praying because he know KD gonna bust LeBron ass in the finals like he do every time. He's hoping and praying KD ain't that nigga.
Dude, don't even start with that bust LeBron ass stuff, man. Do not start with that.
He do it every time. What?
Hey, Ronnie, you know what's cute? You know what's cute?
What?
KD talks so much shit to random people on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook that rant about him. I'm a real basketball player. He ain't said shit to me, and you know Kalum's already posted this on every platform there is. I'm gonna keep talking shit about him. I'm gonna keep talking shit about him until he's on the podcast with us. Hey, or at least he's silver and comment.
Hey, stop fucking with KD, man.
And by the way, KD got it busted when Miami beat OKC, so stop it.
Yeah, when he had Similac behind his ears, he was 19.
Oh, don't give me that. Don't give me that. On, Magic won when he was 20 years old.
What happened to LeBron in 2007? He couldn't even win a game. Like, come on.
He beat it. He lost to a Hall of Fame team.
So what? And KD lost to a Hall of Fame team. Miami's a Hall of Fame team.
KD lost to Toronto.
KD lost. When did KD lose to
Toronto?
In 2019.
When KD was on the sidelines? Is that what you're talking about?
No. He played and got hurt.
He didn't play in the Toronto series.
He played and got hurt.
Oh, see? They being petty now. You see?
Okay, but why are we talking about KD? Because if LaMarcus Aldridge don't go there, if he goes to Miami, they're still gonna run through the East. Like
who? Brooklyn?
Brooklyn's gonna run through the East.
If Miami get Aldridge, that might because he can score.
No. See, they're hoping that somebody beat Brooklyn, so the Lakers are
bro. We are not worried about Brooklyn.
Ronnie,
we are not worried about Brooklyn.
Ronnie, look at me. Ronnie, I'm talking to you on camera, pointing at you like this. Ronnie, you're wrong. The Nets are not going to listen. What you're not taking in consideration is that we're giving the Nets, and I'm just saying this like sincerely, right? We're giving the Nets what type of credit right now? We're giving them the Los Angeles Clippers credit regular season last year, and what the fuck did they do last playoffs? Nothing. So let's just not talk about it. Let's see what they do in the playoffs. Let's see what they do.
Kyrie is not Paul George.
We never got y'all take on this, man. So what's your take on LaMarcus Aldridge? Where do you think he should go?
I think he should go to Portland. Go back to Portland because I don't want to see your ass back in the East. I don't want to see you in the East. Why I don't want to see you in the East? I need my Chicago Bulls to get in the buy-in, and then I need Derrick Rose and the Knicks to shock the world in the East. So we need less competition in the East. So stay your butt west, so we don't have to worry about you at all. And any team is a good team for me in the West that knocks off the Lakers. So if you go to Portland and you can knock off the Lakers because they need that extra, then it's good for me.
Everybody want to knock off the king, huh? Okay.
I
promise you.
Knock the Lakers out and we good.
Brooklyn will get to the finals. Brooklyn will get to the finals, and LeBron and then will get to the finals out of the West. And then this whole KD LeBron thing will be shut down, finding kind of like Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. Shut down KD. LeBron is on another level. AD's on another level.
How do you say that with a straight face when KD has beat LeBron in the finals twice?
No, the Golden State Warriors, one of the greatest teams ever beat LeBron.
Let's stop all the politics.
And let's get back to it, man. So speaking of the weak-ass Lakers that ain't going to win nothing, this is why they ain't going to win nothing. Anthony Davis is out at least 2 more weeks. How much season is left? Like he's gonna come back in the playoffs.
Oh my
70%. You expect him to get his legs back in the 3rd round?
No, he'll get it back in the second round.
You really expect 30% Anthony Davis to take the Lakers back to a championship? How deep the West is right now?
How deep the West is?
Wait a second. Wait a second. Are we sincerely forgetting that there is not one person in the NBA that can guard Anthony Davis? Are we forgetting that? Like, if KD matched up with AD, like, KD is getting eaten up like barbecue chicken dinner. Like, there is no way that letting him wait to go into the playoffs is a bad look for anybody. We don't know what he's doing at home right now. We don't know if he's putting up 1,000 shots every day, even though he can't do all the cardio that everybody's expecting him to do. Like, let's not forget that the Lakers are the defending champs, not competing for the title. So you have to give them a little bit more respect than that than saying, oh, well, just because Anthony Davis is out, it's not going to happen. Like, get out of here with that. What about KD? KD's also being pushed back a couple weeks as well.
But look how Brooklyn playing.
Without that part.
Look how Lakers are playing.
That part.
Brooklyn has 2 superstars.
Brooklyn has nothing in the. How many champions?
37?
How many championships?
You're going to put that on the tail end of a season, going into a playoffs. You're going to put that on your 36-year-old star. You expect him to carry this all the way to the championship?
No, he's losing in the first round without Anthony Davis. Period.
Ronnie,
to who?
Who
gonna beat him?
Like nobody.
Anybody in the first round.
Oh, come on. Didn't they say this last year about Portland? Oh, Portland's the scariest 8th seed ever.
Without Anthony Davis, the Lakers are not getting out the first round.
All right. He'll be back there for the playoffs.
Ronnie, I guess.
Come on, Ronnie. Talk your shit, Ronnie.
Okay, so look. Anthony Davis out 2 more weeks. That means a lot because, like I said, this is an Achilles. People were thinking this is just some, candy-coated injury. This ain't a soft injury. This is a injury that ends many superstars' careers. It's an injury that ends a career. So we saw Kobe. We saw all these other players. We saw KD. We saw Klay Thompson. We saw all these guys with their Achilles. They're being cautious with AD. Don't tell me that we got hoopers. We got professional hoopers on the show. Travis, we know that if you get hurt and if your Achilles hurt, it's a mental thing with injury. It's not just, I'll bounce back. He's going to be thinking about hurting his Achilles. So when is AD fully going to be back mentally and physically? He's not going to be the same. And then going to a playoff series where they got to rely on him to do the things he's accustomed to do, he's not going to be able to mentally hold up like that. This is an Achilles. Same thing with KD. I agree. Same thing. It's both going to be tested. But the question is, can the Lakers really do damage without Anthony Davis? The answer is no. The Nets have a better chance of getting to the finals than the Lakers without KD than the Lakers do without AD because they got Kyrie and James Harden.
I can agree with that. Look, AD is a top 5 NBA dude. Like, who can say take a top 5 NBA dude off your team and you win and go to the finals? I think the Lakers need him. They're built around LeBron and AD. So I don't think that like they would get to the finals without AD. But I guarantee you, if they playing like a 7th seed in the West, they will beat the 7th seed without AD. Because LeBron, people forget LeBron has never lost in the first round ever in 16 years of playing NBA basketball. He will not lose in the first round, even without AD. Because everybody was talking about, I'm telling you, man, everybody was talking about Portland is the scariest 8th seed ever, and they won the first game. And then what happened? They got smoked the next 4. It don't really matter. I'm telling you, LeBron is that dude.
And I'm going to have to piggyback on that. As much as I don't like LeBron. I just like the Lakers, and I love the Lakers. It's also this huge intimidation factor if we haven't caught on. Like, NBA players, especially all these rookies, they have so much respect for LeBron James that they're sitting there changing the way they play when they play against him. Like, nobody's coming at LeBron like they came at Kobe. You know what I mean? Like, you don't see that. I'm just being honest. Like, that's why the whole debate right now about let's get LeBron and KD to the finals again so they can play against each other, because deep down we wanted to see LeBron and Kobe in the finals and it never happened. So
yeah, because LeBron couldn't hold up. But go ahead.
It doesn't matter. Listen, before he was a Laker, I was the biggest LeBron hater. Right now, because he's a Laker, I only can.
You're being biased now.
No, I'm not.
You're being biased now because he's on your team.
I'm being smart. What type
This
of
was the
sense
same
does that
LeBron
make,
that was
Ronnie?
on Cleveland and Miami.
Ronnie,
This was the same guy.
Ronnie,
How does your opinion
you know
change
what?
about him?
You know why?
You're only
you
saying
wanna
this
know
because he's a
why?
Laker.
No,
You
no,
would not
Ronnie,
be
are you
saying this
ready?
if he wasn't a
Ronnie,
Laker.
are you ready?
That's
Ronnie,
fact.
are you
That's
ready?
all
No,
y'all
Ronnie,
fake
are you
Laker fans.
ready?
Y'all
No,
are only jumping on
Ronnie,
LeBron's
shut up.
nuts
You're
because
talking to
he's a
me.
Laker.
You're talking to me, Ronnie. You're
Yes,
talking to me.
all
You're
Laker
not talking to
fans.
all Lakers. No. I the reason why I say what I say about LeBron, I fight with people like you who debate that he's the GOAT when LeBron James is not the GOAT like Jordan's the GOAT. He's reincarnated Magic Johnson, 6'9", point guard style, but he's more aggressive at the rim and he has a better jumper. Magic's never had a jumper. He was never as offensively skilled as LeBron. But if you look at rookie Magic, the only person that ever been close to that is LeBron James. So that's why I'm happy he's
Offensively
with the
skilled.
Lakers. No, what I'm saying with him with the Lakers, he's able to facilitate. He's able to be the well-rounded player he's always been, and I can't hate on it because he's making his team better, which is my team. Fuck all that other Miami, Cleveland. Oh, and that's a nice hat there you have on, Yajiketi. You're catching me. I can't even talk
Yeah,
right
what
now.
the
What is
hell
that?
do you got on?
What do you got?
This guy is trolling us right now.
Something's
He's
wrong with
trolling us,
this
Ronnie.
dude, man.
He's trolling us because he got that damn Bulls jersey on.
Is his screen frozen? Why is he like looking like that?
Oh man. See, I have this on. This is my son's jacket. I mean his little I don't know what this is. But I'm wearing this today for this question because everybody knows your boy is an anti-Laker fan. And the last, I would say 3 podcasts or 3 broadcasts that we've been doing, we've been talking nothing but the Lakers. And I can barely stand this.
Oh,
and it just get on my nerves that we keep talking about the Lakers. You know, it's just boils me that we keep talking about the Lakers. So I can barely stand it. So I'm going to wear this bear every time we talk about the Lakers. Because I don't know why we keep talking about the Lakers and Anthony Davis.
So, got 17 championships.
Listen,
because they got this chip
wait,
right here.
Wait. I'm not done.
2020 chip.
We're about to get into this. Okay. So we're talking about Anthony Davis. I want Anthony Davis to come back. Because when Anthony Davis was with the Lakers and he wasn't injured, the energy from the Laker fans was, we about to go back to back. Right? That was the energy. So I don't want the energy to go away for the Laker fans to have a scapegoat and go, well, it's because we didn't have Anthony Davis, so therefore this is why we didn't win the championship. So I want Anthony Davis to come back. Now, what my boy Ronnie said, I injured my Achilles. I'm still healing from my Achilles. That was almost a year ago. Your boy played basketball. My game ain't the same. I can't jump the same. I'm barely able to do a jumping jack. Now he got a little more bread than I do, so he got more of the training staff. But Achilles injury is not a joke. So if he got Achilles injury and he's trying to rush back from it, you'll see how much he's gonna do. But I want Anthony Davis to come back.
Was a calf. I thought it was a calf injury. I never heard the report of it actually.
Achilles.
That's what they said about Kevin Durant, and then he came back, and what happened? It was Achilles.
Your Achilles is attached to your calf.
Facts.
They rushed him back. Golden State did.
Facts.
And then he,
I thought it was his hamstring. Same thing, man. They
said it. Yeah, they rushed him back. They rushed him back.
They don't want to break your heart, man. So they like.
No, I want them to come back because I want them to keep that energy. We're going back to back.
And Keisha got a big old push. They don't want to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Happy about.
I don't know, bro.
Whoever calling, is that Anthony Davis?
I don't know, but
Anthony Davis, is that you?
but LeBron, y'all see, the Lakers stay in the headlines though, man. You see LeBron, he's an investor and he's part of an investment group to buy the Boston Red Sox. So this puts him one step closer to buying an NBA team. How do y'all feel about LeBron being the blueprint as a player, as far as free agency, as far as the way he does his contract structures, as far as the way he put his homies on. Like LeBron is the blueprint for the NBA player going forward. How do y'all feel about this?
Realistically, there's only going to be one LeBron James, just like there was one Kobe, just like there was one Michael Jordan. The thing that I guess NBA players can look at is maybe investing your time and your money into yourself, like he does as far as the $1 million contract with the, taking care of his body, the way he put his boys on to make sure they're making money so that they all make money is a big thing. But I mean, when you think about it, there's not going to be very many players coming out with the hype that LeBron had coming out of high school. You're not going to have teams changing their game plans and their whole organization just to be about that one player. So maybe it's just like keep your name out of the media, take care of your family and be about them, and then try to leave a legacy while you're still playing. I mean, that in itself, I guess, could be a blueprint, but trying to imitate LeBron like someone could say they imitated Jordan like Kobe did, that could never happen. There'll never be a LeBron 2.0.
Well, I would say with LeBron is actually good and hopefully be a wave of the future. Black ownership is big. The fact that he's leading a group to try to own the Boston Red Sox is insane to me, because when have you ever thought of a black man that would own something in Boston? And you know what I'm saying? I think that like nobody has to be LeBron because nobody can be him, but it's kind of like Magic. Like Magic owns part of the Dodgers. We just need more of that. We need more Mike Jordans, Magic Johnsons, so they can put the blueprint in, so like Oprah can get in, or Beyonce and Jay-Z can get in, or whatever. And the fact that he put his homies on is always cool, because I mean, the fact that he didn't literally got a dude is like one of the top agents, if not the top agent in the NBA, and that was this is facts. He has Anthony Davis, Ben Simmons. I mean, we got the LaMelo Ball, Alonzo Ball. I mean, he got a bunch of dudes, Draymond Green. List goes on and on and on. That he even got money, and it's facts. And all the people that from his school to just everything. He just showing black people that they can dream bigger than just being an athlete. They can dream bigger than just being an athlete. It's not even about like him being a Laker. I'm just happy as him as a black man, like showing people they can be an athlete. All right.
Yeah, you out here big trolling.
I don't even know what to say with that hat. So go ahead.
Hey man, I just don't want to get it twisted. Before I go into my thing about LeBron James, once again, we're talking about LeBron James when I don't like LeBron James. But before I go into that, my last spill is I'm wearing this unicorn because the Lakers winning another championship this year is a fantasy. It's not happening. It's not happening. I just want to get this out the way, Caleb. Please, let me just get this out the way, brother. It's not happening because that bubble championship that the Lakers won last year, it all happened because the NBA injuries. NBA injuries. Remember this, people. They went against Portland Trail Blazers. Dame was injured. Don't forget about that.
Now he was injured? Did he play?
He was injured.
It don't matter. He played.
When KD didn't play last year, injury. Steph Curry didn't play last year, injury. Klay Thompson didn't play last year, injury. Then when you get to the championship, there was injury. The whole team was injured. The center, the point guard.
It's funny. Nobody says that to Golden State in 2016 when both Kyrie and Kevin Love was out.
Yep.
All these injuries. Now, so I'm just saying, you guys won the championship. Now that the big dogs have came back, y'all ain't barking no more. Y'all wondering why Blake Griffin is on on that team. Why? James Harden is on that team. So now that I got that out the way, you guys won the bubble championship because of injury. Now everybody's coming back. Now they're coming for that ass. Now that I got the horse shit out the way.
Obviously, we're taping this live, so like I just can't wait until the playoffs start because I'm gonna wear that hat. I'm gonna buy that hat from you.
I got you.
I don't know. Me personally, I just don't think that the Lakers currently constructed is better than the team they had last year. They said it did, but they downgraded defense. They haven't. If they get like Andre Drummond or Hassan Whiteside, then maybe bring back JaVale McGee. But until that actually officially happens, I don't think that currently constructed they're better than the team last year. And with them having to travel, no one benefited from not traveling more than the old ass LeBron. And when you put LeBron back on these planes and these roads, it don't matter how $1 billion he spent on his body. You know what I'm saying? That jet lag, those time changes, those zones staying in these hotels, all that's going to affect you, Travis. You know this. So don't act like it's going to be the same. So, man, y'all got to take into effect everything, man. He going to need AD back, and he going to need AD to carry him to at least 2 of these series.
Agreed.
And if AD don't come back strong enough, AD ain't gonna be able to carry through 2 series in the West. So I don't see him doing it, man.
Utah versus Brooklyn.
Utah won't even get out the second round. That's a promise.
Utah.
They won't lose to the Clippers or the Lakers in the second round.
Utah will get further than the Lakers.
So let's get to this Snyder cut, man. So the Snyder cut Justice League movie is coming out on HBO Max on the 18th. And Disney Plus is dropping its second series, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is going to be a 6-episode episodic movie event. So has this changed movies forever? And will you rather watch a movie at the house, or is you really trying to go back to the theater like the old days?
Man, I'm trying to go back to the theater, man. Like, it's cool to stream movies, it's cool, and I think the quality is a little less with the whole streaming thing with the budget. But just the whole movie, it's not just watching the movie on a big screen, it's the whole experience. Let's say you have children and you on a date night. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get to be away from the house, away from the kids, in kind of a private setting because it's dark. So even though you're in a theater full of people, it's dark. So you still feel like it's just you and, the person you with. So it's more intimate. You get the snacks, the drink. Now they got food that you could eat in these theaters. They got the reclining chairs now. They got the drink now. You know what I'm saying? The next step is for them to have a tree and be able to smoke in the theater. That's going to be next level. But you know what I'm saying? I can't wait I missed the movie. I appreciate the movie so much more. Now that we went through this, I can't wait to get back to the fucking movie. That's the first thing I'm doing.
Big facts. I mean, think about how they did that whole Vision and another chick. I forgot the name of it.
WandaVision.
There you go, WandaVision. My daughters watched it and they said that it was like the perfect follow up to the end game and like all this stuff. And I'm just like, but do you remember that it's all Disney and Disney's is incorporated with it and it's all just money to be made. It's not even about what we want to see anymore anyway. Like, they're trying to create spin-offs on characters that, like if any of this stuff was already a comic, that's cool. But just to make sure that we stay in the house so that we don't spend our money at the movie theater is a cop-out. I'll take the stale popcorn if they haven't gotten better popcorn. A matter of fact, here in the Antelope Valley, everything opened up on Monday. I haven't went to the movies yet, but I will be this weekend, and I'm not going to care. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to sit there and look at how many ever giant feet screen that it is and be grateful that it's not my TV at home. Like, what's the point of continuing to be stuck at home unless we're just going to get fat and enjoy it?
Well, I mean, I love the movies. That's like a thing, like dinner and a movie.
Man,
for me, it's like, perfect date in a way. So like I go to the, full service movies, like where you can recline, get a drink, like Ronnie was saying. And, yeah, I want to go. I know they're trying to open up the movie theaters because they got a bunch of summer blockbusters that they want to release. So, I think I'm excited for the Justice League movie. I mean, obviously on HBO Max, but to be honest, I want to go back to the movie theaters and watch something like that because it's such an epic kind of thing. The movie, like I said, movies it's just a cool situation. Like I said, if you go on a date night, you could be dating, you could get the kids out the house. It's just a cool thing for me. So I'm not gonna go now. I'll probably wait like a month, 2 months. Because in Rancho, I think in Ontario, they're opening on the 1st and at 25%. So eventually I'm gonna head back to the movies.
Yeah, I'm with the panel on this one. I want to go back to the movies. It's cool watching it at home, but you don't, what if you don't got that surround sound like the movie does, and then you listening to the movie, and all of a sudden your chair just starts shaking and everything. Like you don't get that at home. You don't get that shake. You know what I'm saying? I want to get that shake. I want to get, that's what I want to get. And if I'm going to the movies in Lancaster, you know what I'm saying? They got them chili cheese fries. Bomb. I can't get that at home. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go to the movies. You can bring your kids. My kids don't even know. Well, yes they do. Yes they do. Take that back. The last movie they seen was Lion King. So that was cool and everything. You can go on date night. It's dark enough. You know what I'm saying? If you sit in the corner or something, you can cop a little feel. Not even think about the movie. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I'm just saying. Bring back the movies. Public PDA. You know what I'm saying? Bring back the PDA, baby.
Yeah, man. It's over, man. I think the movies are just irreplaceable. But I think that everything's going to go hybrid. So you're going to get everything in both forms. So it's going to be like, hey, the movie is in select theaters just like it is, but it's also going to be available for $10.99 on these streaming services. So just so they can keep getting both of those bags. Because as you know, live streaming is the future. The revolution will not be televised. It will be live streamed.
But it can't be the same quality, though. I think the movie got to be better quality. Bring back drive-through movies. Bring back them drive-through movies.
Drive-throughs used to go up.
They already open.
Yeah, I was about to say drive-throughs have been open during this pandemic. They
keep doing that.
So my girl was playing some podcasts, man, and I heard some crazy shit. So I guess apparently in France, they had no age of consent, meaning that a child could be with an adult and it's consensual. So now they set a legal age for consent, and that legal age is 15. So now a 15-year-old can date a 30-year-old, and as long as it's consensual on her accord, then it's okay. Man, what are your thoughts on this? This is what they're trying to do in America.
First of all, on her accord, shouldn't that be up to the parents? Like, how do you give that choice to a child? The child, a rebellious child, they're going to choose yes every time. That is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Like, I mean, they going back to the olden days when motherfuckers was getting pregnant at 12 and 13 years old. They going back to that. Like, what the fuck? How do you? That don't even make no sense. That makes no sense at all. You can't give me any rational explanation on that making any type of sense in any type of way. Like, it makes zero sense. No sense at all. France, that's over there. Y'all better not bring that bullshit to America. We know that. Like, all of us with daughters, nieces, all that shit. Like, think about that. Think about the future. Think about what's happening right now. Hopefully it just doesn't spread over here, because that's one of the most absurd laws that I've ever heard to pass, ever.
I think go ahead. No, go ahead. Laker love.
Okay, I got you. But now I was gonna say I've been to France. I've been in Europe. They think that like the United States is prudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Like, I remember one of my first days in Europe. in France, actually. I was, getting ready to go to practice. It was like 11 o'clock in the afternoon or something. And like Basic Instinct, the director's cut came on like at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. So like, and they showing everything on this basic TV. And I was just like, whoa, like, dude, it's 11 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. They showing this full? And I talked to my French teammate at the time, and he was like, bro, this is how it is over here. Like we're free, and I don't think it'll come to the States because it'd be too many angry dads and too many angry moms about it. Like they wouldn't see no grown man in the house with their little 15-year-old daughter. But over there in Europe, they just more free with sex and all that kind of stuff. Like it's just a more open society than it is in the United States.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say that, like, when you think about like the red light district and stuff like that, tourism. You talk about you walking down looking for the local coffee shop because it might have bud there, and all of a sudden you hit the corner and it's like this building that has all these women and they're all dancing, in the window, and you just go in, you pick the chick, you go upstairs, the light turns off. You know what I mean? We would never see nothing like that here in the United States because prostitution still is like lucrative, but it's also is against the law. So soliciting yourself in other countries isn't necessarily against the law. And then also you think about like alcohol. In France, they are serving their children alcohol as a part of their meal because they don't look at alcohol as being something that you consume until you get drunk so that you get horny to want to fuck. It's a part of their regular daily routine. So if they're exposing children from birth all the way until whenever they choose to consider them adults, that, hey, look, you see that death right there, you see this person getting murdered, you see this, you see that, you see this. At 15 years old, they probably already sexually active anyway. You remember France is the country of love, right? If I'm not mistaken, like that's where love is, Italy and all that good stuff. But when you think about coming out here, it would only be a problem with girls. Because how many times have we seen female teachers having sex with boys in high schools, and it only comes out later on when their parents finds out that they could get paid for it? You know what I mean? Like real shit. Like, and I'm gonna throw it out there because y'all already knows. Like, I've been talking to him about how, like, when I was in high school, my principal was real life trying to throw me the pussy, and I didn't know it because I was naive. And all
You didn't
my
hit?
boys. No, I didn't hit because that bitch was ugly, nasty, and disgusting. And I was trying to be a good dude. Like the same way y'all looking at me right now. Imagine you see two hands come over my shoulder like this, and then the neck turns, and it's an old white lady, and she like, "Oh, how you guys doing?" So I promise you, she was low key trying to like lure me onto the dark side. I had no idea what was going on. But if I would have fucked, would anything have ever changed? No. Would I have gotten paid for it? No. Would have, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's no way any of that shit really is ever going to hit the United States unless they're going to actually come out and say that they've been sex trafficking our kids for all these years, and that's why they didn't want to let it be known because it's acceptable other places but not acceptable here. Because you can have sex with teens other places.
That's real, man. Over there, man, that shit weird, man. I don't know. 15 is not an age to make any decision.
Right.
No, you're not a legal adult. So how can you consent to being in a relationship if you can't even finish grade school?
Even not just a legal adult, but mentally. Like you're not mentally there. Yeah. Motherfuckers ain't fully grown until you 25. We all stupid at 21 and we all make dumbass kid decisions at 21, 22. Ain't nobody fully grown. Usually, I'm not saying some of y'all that ain't got it together right after high school. Don't get me wrong. But the majority of us don't get it together to about 25, 26 years old. Let's keep it 100.
Hey, I'm just letting it be known right now. If it does come to the States and I see some mother lover with my daughter and she's 15, or my son, I don't care. I protect his purity too. And they 15, we got problems. I'm gonna treat you like friends. I'm gonna be like, bonjour. I'm now what you did to my son and my daughter. I'm about to put my wee up in you.
Stop, man. Stop.
I knew
That's
he
how
was
I'm doing
just
now.
off the
I'm
wall
gonna let
that
you know
shit.
right now.
Y'all,
If y'all be
y'all's
like,
on
what
one
happened
today.
to Yaji Pettit? Yo,
Dog.
Y'all's
Yaji
on
Pettit
one.
get the same
Ronnie.
thing that they get to his daughter
Ronnie.
or his son.
Hey,
Bro.
Ronnie, look at me. Ronnie, look at me. It's
Yes,
St.
sir.
Patrick's Day. It's St. Patrick's Day, and Yaja Kettig is on one. He's on one.
Yeah,
Let's go,
bro.
baby. Hey, I respect it, boy. You know I respect that shit. Let it
No,
go.
Hey.
I'm doing the same thing you do to my daughter or my son to you. And no,
It ain't
that's
gonna be as
they
pleasant.
ain't no.
Wait. So
Yaji
you
Pettit,
said
you gay? No.
you
I'm
gonna
just
put your wee
returning
wee
the
in his
favor
booty? That's what you
back
gonna
to the
do?
mother love.
That's what you did to your son?
Hey, you gonna put your wee wee in his booty? Is that what you saying?
I'm letting it be known right now. If some grown ass man
Oh,
is
shit.
is trying to pound my daughter, I'm doing the same thing to you.
So you gonna
I'm
fuck
just
him
letting
because he's
you
trying
know.
to fuck your
I'm
daughter.
just letting you know right
So you
now.
gonna fuck him when he
This
fuck your
nigga
daughter.
on some Pulp Fiction.
And I'm going to do it twice as hard. I'm gonna let that look,
Oh man, no.
mess with
Hey,
my
Bro,
15-year-old
bro.
daughter.
Hey, what's up with
Caleb, I
fam,
need
man?
to see this
Hey, who
tomorrow.
mans is
Caleb,
that?
Hey, who
Caleb,
mans
this
is
needs
that?
to be
Get
on
your
tomorrow.
Hey, put
That's
this
my
out
man.
there.
Alvin,
That's
get your
my
mans,
man.
man.
That's my
Get your
man.
mans.
That's my
Hey, that's
man.
that.
Out
Hey, that's
there.
that.
Baby.
Hey, that's that 661 shit, man. That's that
Hey,
661
hey,
shit,
no,
man.
look, no, Ronnie, wait, Ronnie.
Put
Let me
this
be
out
honest,
there.
Ronnie. Let me be honest with you. The only difference is I tell people that talk that shit like y'all, like when y'all said what he said, that's what we talk. Like you gonna come at me the wrong way, I'm gonna come at you the same way, right? The only
Right.
difference is I would do like this. If it was y'all, if it was me and mine, if it was my kids, oh, I'm fucking no boys' moms, and I'm gonna record
There you
it,
go.
and I'm gonna make
I
sure
can
he
accept
feels some
that.
type of way.
I
But
can
see,
ride with
but
that.
see,
Ain't
I'll
no
fuck
way.
your mama.
no, but what he's talking
I'm
about is
grooming that
he's
food.
talking about the physical and mental damage on his daughter. He's basically saying he's gonna Vin Rhymes this nigga like, oh, so you thought this shit was sweet? I'm gonna show you what the fuck sweet is. Like, I ain't gay. I ain't gay. I
No,
just
you are
manhandled
gay
this
if you do
nigga.
that.
I'm
Fuck
going
that.
to groom
You're
him.
gay if you put your dick in a person's ass.
I'm going to groom. Hey, I don't give a damn. You do that to my daughter. I guess I am. I guess I am. I'm grooming
You
you,
want
and
to
I'm going from
offend
there.
anybody in the LGBT
Nah, we love them. We were just speaking facts on my
We
man's
love
right
it.
here.
I love
We
y'all.
love you, y'all. We love you, y'all. We love you.
If you're part of the
You love
community,
me.
man, you say that, bro.
We love
I'm
you
sorry.
anyway, bro. We
I'm
love
sorry.
you
This is
anyway,
the
man.
funniest shit
I
ever.
don't. You harm my kids. We got problems.
This is the funniest
All
shit
right,
ever.
man, but we gotta get to more serious shit, man.
No.
We gotta get to more serious shit. So
Oh man,
Lord
it's all your
everybody's
fault,
stimulus
Ronnie.
I
check
was
is
here.
getting hidden, and I don't know what I forgot what state this was in, man. But a man broke into his baby mama house, demanded some of her stimulus and tax money, and he kills her, her brother, her daughter, and somebody else. I think but it was four of them. And he said that he deserved $700 of the stimulus money. Is that ridiculous? Like,
Wow.
the stimulus got everybody going crazy, man. Like,
Niggas is killing niggas over stimmies now. What is going on, man? That check ain't even that big to be killing somebody over, man. Like, seriously? Y'all better off killing niggas over income tax checks because you killing niggas over little stimmies. $700 is worth killing somebody. What is wrong with people? You guys is arguing over $700 fucking dollars that you're going to go spend that same day. That shit is going to be gone that same day. Whether you're going to take care of your business with it or you're going to waste it on some shit. You going to go get a big ass bottle of 1942, an ounce of weed, and that's like $400 right there. You done. Maybe $450. After that, you're gonna go big spin on a family dinner for the night. That's another $200. You broke. So what the fuck you killing 10 people for over some 4 people for over a damn stimmy, man? I'm really sick of this shit, man. This shit is ridiculous. I can't.
Hey, you know good damn well everybody want to do their crab boil. You know everybody trying to get shoes on their feet, either Jordans, Nikes, or some bullshit ass tins to put on their car. I mean, you honestly, Ronnie, you hit the hammer on the head of the nail. Old boy wanted his money because he probably had a chick on the side You know what I'm saying? Like, if that was his girl, he had a chick on the side that he's been talking big shit to for a long time. And now he finally got the opportunity to go out with her. And he just wanted his money so he can look like he was about something. Otherwise, it wasn't going to be a second date. That's all I see. Because there's no way in hell anybody with common sense is going to lose their life and take 4 others off of the, like you said, an amount of money that's going to be spent in one day. You can't pay. You're not paying your car note and your insurance and your cell phone bill with that. You're not paying no mortgage or rent. You're not doing anything with $700 except saving it if you're smart. So obviously the dude was stupid as shit.
I don't even know what to say. It's just kind of, it's just dumb, you know. But like, I feel like when you don't have the right, I don't know, like I don't want to say like God in your life in a way, like you can just take a life like that. It doesn't mean nothing to you. I don't know. Like I said, that when I read about that, I heard about that, and I was like, it's, you know, sometimes, you know, people who value little life like that is just crazy to me. So, you know, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that one.
Nah, I'm in the same boat with y'all. That's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm not endorsing this whatsoever, but if you gonna take somebody's life for doing that, why won't you just go rob a bank? Just go rob a bank. Don't kill nobody,
yeah.
but just go rob a bank. You end up with more money if you can get away with it. You end up with more money. You probably get less time than life. Just do something else. But that's ridiculous. You take a life for $700.
Yeah, man. So I guess he bust in. This was his baby mama house, so I guess they weren't together. So I guess he bust in the house, demanding some of the money. She's telling him no, that he can't get the money. I guess he's like, no, you gonna give me some of the bread. You owe me at least 700 of it. And her brother gets up and tells him like, get up out of here. She already says you ain't getting the money. You know what I'm saying? I guess the brother pushes him, and that's when he pulls out the gun and just starts shooting everybody.
And he killed his own kid.
No, he took his daughter with him, but I guess she had another daughter. So he took
so he killed
the other. He killed the baby mama,
her brother,
the grandma, the brother, and the other daughter.
Wow.
And I guess the aunt was there also, and she was the lone survivor.
That's ridiculous, man.
Over a stimulus check. Like, this shit is ridiculous, man. I think that because so many people got so much free money, the people that's still struggling, that didn't get none of this free money, is just burning with jealousy and envy of the people that's coming up that's really not doing nothing. Because it's a lot of people that have no hustle, have no grind, have no ambition, have no purpose, but they getting this money and they spend it on material things. And they got these people that are jealous because they ain't receiving it and they ain't getting nothing, you know, burning with envy. And they start doing this shit.
Started
That's
only
ridiculous, man.
kill somebody.
$1,400. You said half of that is yours. You talking about $700 is yours? I don't even understand how you. Oh, for the child? I guess
that's what I was thinking.
$1,400 for the child.
He probably was trying to fight for his half of the 14 for the child they had together. He probably didn't do anything last year whatsoever, so he probably didn't even get a stimmy check for himself. So that's probably the issue. They was together. They broke up before all this went down. He couldn't file taxes, couldn't get a stimmy. He left with his own child, probably went back to his own mom's house, and she probably was like, you better do something, because not only are you coming back, you bringing a mouth to feed on top of your own. I mean, it's just, if you really think about, like you said, Kalum, not just the people who didn't do anything, but think about the people who tried to do something with the money that he got last year, and they failed. And then now they're resenting the people who got money who don't need it. Like you said, flossing on the gram, flossing on the book, flossing on Twitter or whatever. And then it could have been like, we don't even know. Imagine if with everybody in the house, imagine they were pulling some funny style shit and they had the crab boil and they had the 1942 and they had big blunts blowing. So he comes in like, y'all parlaying, can I at least get half for my kid? No, fuck you. You don't deserve shit. You were
But now
taking
you
care.
put your kid in the foster care
Thank you.
because
You just lost being a dad.
you just lost everything. Your kid can't go back to mama because you killed mama, and you put your kid in the foster care because for $700, and you about to do life.
Killed her sister, killed her grandma, killed her uncle, not just mama.
Yeah,
Just
now
for
she has no family.
$700. Killed her uncle, and now your kid's about to go in the foster home, about to be all freaked up in the mind because you killed everybody for $700, and you. I don't know. I ain't gonna say. Well, I'm gonna say it. I don't know if he was present in his kid's life. Hopefully he was. But if you weren't even a present dad, and you killed a present mom, man, get the freak out of here.
It's ridiculous, man. So let's get back to the politics, man. So I guess it came out that Russia was meddling in the 2020 election, trying to help Trump win. So Russia was cheating in the election for Trump. And now Biden comes out with a statement for Vladimir Putin. Said he's going to have to pay a price for his efforts to try to help Trump. Should he be doing that with our temperament with Russia? And we've basically been in a Cold War with Russia for the last 100 years. Because they try to shoot for Trump, you want to make idle threats to somebody that could really start a war right now. Like, I know you want to prove a point. You won your election, so why are you even tapping into this? Why are you even responding to this? You won, you're elected, you're in office. Why does it matter?
And you cheated
I don't know
yourself.
why they
You cheated
continue
yourself.
to follow this old model of pick 150-year-old white men to run the country. This shit has not worked from day one. Joe Biden is old as fuck. He gonna sit up here and start some shit that he might not even be around for. It's like I know everybody's life isn't guaranteed. Let's not get that fucked up. But what I'm saying is, this dude is old, man. He making all these decisions, and he's on his way out the door. Like, wait.
Is he 100 years?
Like you're tough or something?
He's only 70.
What? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do if Russia decide to want the smoke with us? What are you gonna do? Your old ass gonna get a heart attack and pass on to the next life with your 175-year-old ass.
Man.
Like, why is
Come on,
man? I don't understand. This the motherfuckers that we want to put in charge. Hey, man, Trump is old as shit. Trump old as fuck too.
Ronnie,
Trump been old. He was old when I was a kid.
Ronnie,
Old motherfuckers don't need to be running the country, man. I'm saying we just need to change the whole model of how we do this shit. I'm just saying.
Ronnie, I was trying to find it on my phone while you was talking, but I couldn't. You know, over the last like 3 weeks, like the black community has completely turned stupid as dog shit because we're over here calling this guy Moneybag Joe, putting his face on all these rappers' bodies with jewelry, grills, dreadlocks and all that, all because he's cutting his stimmy checks. Because he said, "Oh, I care about you, black people. Let me go ahead and let y'all know I'm with the cause. I'm with y'all." So now this whole, oh yeah, they gonna have to pay a price. He has a temporary black card. I don't know if you guys caught that or not yet, but Kamala Harris. And the fact that he's from the Democrats and the fact that, you know, every vaccine commercial had black people at a barbecue, everything is relevant and related and focused on black people. He's trying to be a real ass nigga. Like, oh, so you telling me when I was trying to get in office, you was over here behind the scenes messing around behind my back? All right, I got something coming for you. There will be a price to pay. That's all it is. He's trying to make us think that he has street cred. That he
ain't got shit.
Really, no, I know that. I mean, that's like me telling y'all I gangbang. Y'all know I don't gangbang. But if I'm gonna sit up here and if I'm gonna put all red on and put bees up the whole time, you're gonna say, well, how long? Listen, how long before a real one checks him, right? And Biden is starting off way too early in his presidency to be throwing out shots and trying to, basically, like test other people's nuts. Like we've had
tough.
If we've had a Cold War for this long, I'll be damned all of a sudden we're gonna go to war because of what he said. where Trump was doing what he was doing and everybody was just trying to turn the blind eye.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely feel like every president is trying to do something like that. If you notice, like Obama found Osama bin Laden, Bush found what was that other dictator dude? I can't think. Saddam Hussein. Like if you notice, the Bush before that, we did Desert Storm. With Ronald Reagan, it was something else, like the cocaine in the hood or crack in the hood and all that stuff, like with the war over there, in Nicaragua. So every president is in something, Every president is trying to have something like I did this for the country. I think like when every president is trying to put their stamp on their presidency, like I did this, and all Biden is doing is trying to put his stamp, like oh, you helped this last guy, so we're gonna punish you, And so I always felt like if you're trying to make your stamp or you're trying to earn your bones as a president, in a way, I definitely feel like there's other ways to do it, than what he's doing now. I think that like he needs to put out the fires that maybe our previous president had started. So put out these fires first, and then worry about the other stuff second.
I think that he's worried about it because Trump is already rallying for his next term. He's already gathering his troops and getting ready to run in the next election. He's going to run. So Biden is scared that he might lose to Trump because they have to cheat to get in there this time. And the Russians cheated with Hillary Clinton. The Russians cheated for Hillary to get Trump in there. Then they cheated for Trump again against Biden right now. So the Russians are probably going to cheat for Trump for a third time. So, I mean, I think that he's trying to put out the fire, like you said, before it starts, because Trump's going to make a comeback. He already making appearances, rallies. He's still talking shit. He's already quoted saying that he's going to beat the Democrats for a third time. He's already said it. So it's going to happen.
One thing I'm not understanding is, what do we mean by how the fuck is Russia cheating in our election? Like, I'm not understanding how they're able to do that. Can someone tell me what the fuck this is? How are they able to do this? How is this possible?
They got a spy in the CIA, man. No, I'm playing.
I guess I'll piggyback off of Ronnie. Last time I checked, didn't Biden cheat? And they said it wasn't enough to turn the election. So why he worried about somebody else cheating and he cheated? That's my
May the biggest cheater win. May the biggest cheater
win. That's the man's nature. We can cheat all day, but let a female cheat one time, we gonna lose our fucking shit. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, dog. That's a man's nature. Come on.
But to answer your
agree with that one.
Earlier, Ronnie, the voting machines, I guess the servers are somewhere in the UK or in the Middle East, and they're hacking into the servers that the voting machines that count the votes.
Damn.
So they're manipulating the votes or hacking into the machine. And that's what Trump and them was saying, was that if these voting machines are hackable, then how is anything valid? Not only did you get caught cheating, but the voting machines are hackable. So the paper ballots, you got caught cheating, and these machines are hackable, and they can erase their traces of cheating electronically. So it's they just cheating, man. This ain't no democracy.
But so have these machines always been trackable, or are they just now been trackable in 2020? Like,
no, these are probably the last three elections we've been using.
Okay, so it's a thing. We all cheating, so we might as well just not give a fuck. It's cheating all the time. Fuck it. Let's cheat, shit.
Best cheater wins, man.
Best, you know what I'm saying?
America.
Whoever could do it first. Like LeBron started to stack teams. Everybody stacked teams like him. You know what I'm
Boston
saying? So,
started to stack
follow the
teams. It
model.
wasn't LeBron.
Thank you. It was
No.
Boston with
Nah.
Rajon
Here we
Rondo,
go.
Paul
That's
Pierce,
not
Kevin.
even-
They was not in their prime. They was not in their prime.
Weren't they? Yeah, they
not in
weren't
their
in their
prime.
prime. And weren't those trades? They weren't free agents. They weren't free
You know
agents.
what? Okay. You know what?
Were they free
Let's get
agents?
some shout outs.
Hey, Calum, I won't do it. You know what
KD
I'll
was
say?
supposed to be. Kevin Garnett was supposed to be a Laker, and
Right.
dude wouldn't trade him to the Lakers because he hates the Lakers.
Those were
That's why
business
he
Right.
didn't do it.
CP3
That was
was
That's
a
right.
Everybody's
Laker
supposed to be a
too.
Laker according to the Lakers.
That's fact,
Hey,
though. Bynum and
wait,
Odom was
hey.
supposed to go for Garnett. I
They were
remember that.
supposed to go to Minnesota.
Oh, here's one.
Dude was not.
Kobe was
Kevin
supposed to
McHale
be
was not going to
Clipper.
trade him to the Lakers.
Kobe was supposed to be a Clipper.
Kobe
That
was
was-
never going to be a
here's one.
Clipper. Kobe was
Wait,
captain.
Kobe was never going to be a Clipper.
Chicago
Wait,
Bull.
Kobe was
wait.
captain.
He was
Hold
going to be a
on.
Bull.
Kobe
He
was
was
never
going
going
to
to
be
sign
a
with the
Bull.
Clippers.
He was supposed to be a
You
Clipper.
guys
Kobe
aren't
was
thinking
capping.
about the real. Wait, hold on. Let me show you something. You see this that says 87, 88? I don't think there's any other team in NBA history that's had more back-to-back championships than the Lakers. I also want to add something for you, Kalum and Ronnie, especially you, Yajakedit. Since you guys are real big fans, right? Like you're huge fans of Kevin Garnett or Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. Never forget that Bus brought Showtime to the Lakers, and not just Showtime to the Lakers. He was the first team owner to incorporate cheerleaders. So as you guys are all fans without, oh no, look it up right now. Look it up right now.
No, I said that's cute.
Oh,
What
no,
does
I
that
know
have
it's
to do
cute.
with
It's
it?
the same no because no, you know why it's
real
cute.
cute.
Hey, y'all, you know why it's cute? Because y'all over here waving pom poms with little skirts on underneath the camera. Over here, dick riding Brooklyn for no reason when the Lakers organization.
Whoa, time
The
out.
Lakers,
I
not
do
you.
not-
I know.
I do not support
I
the
know. But
Nets.
the Lakers,
I support the Knicks
Lakers.
and the Chicago
I
Bulls.
know. You support Derrick Rose. The Lakers is by far the most influential franchise of any sport in American history. Look it up.
Facts.
If I'm
Right,
wrong,
but they
I'm
ain't
wrong.
going back
But
to
you-
back though.
Oh no, but you know.
No, you're right.
But yeah, you see that?
That's a
Back
fact
to
too,
back-
yeah.
Do you see the back to back right there? We can look at.
No,
That's that
he
88
just mad
though.
because Zach LaVine gonna be a Laker in about 2
Hey,
years.
You.
Oh, I love that.
You better be here
do
every
not-
Wednesday.
From
don't
LA,
let those
baby,
words
UCLA.
come out of your mouth. Do not wish that upon him.
Hey, I see a real Laker fan.
Kalum, we're gonna have to cross check who comes up on this show now.
Laker baby. Hey, you see that
All right, man.
on
Get some
camera the
shout
right
outs
way?
before we get up out of here.
All right, I'll go with first as I'm running my mouth. Shout out to all you brothers. I appreciate you guys continuing to let me come out here and talk to y'all and allowing us to share our voices because black men need to speak up and let their voice be heard because we can't let white women, white men, any other nationality speak up for us. We are relevant. We're important. We need to speak up and be great.
Oh, I guess it's my turn.
Laker Nation, baby. Laker Nation.
Yeah, I would say shout out to y'all for letting me come on here. You know, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out for y'all like to giving me that show. You know what I'm saying? Because man, like it's like therapy. My boy was just talking about it yesterday. Like man, that was therapy for me. You know, like giving us a platform. You know, I feel like we're gonna change the world one day. So we just keep grinding and keep going. You know.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the PolitiKan broadcast. Shout out to Brand of Encouragement, Focus on the Future, and everybody else. Hey, shout out to my kids. Shout out to my wife. And on the last note, what does my wife and the British broadcast channel have in common? Y'all don't know, huh? What they have in common? They both identify with the BBC.
All right.
That was kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. That was kind of funny.
That was smooth.
I missed it.
Smooth.
Did he
That
do
was
it
smooth.
again?
Wow.
Did he do it again?
He did it again.
You want to know the question, Ronnie?
It's
Oh
2021,
man, this
y'all.
dude
The
every time,
question
man. We
is-
just gonna start
The
saying
question
it with
is,
him.
Ronnie,
Shout out to the PolitiKan Forum. Shout out to Higher Learning, HNS 420, the staff. Taz did great. Shout out to all the fans for continuing to support us. Keep on. We got more coming. And everybody wait till next week. We got a big one next week.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all.
And one more thing, shout out to everybody, all the fans who've been watching Athlete's Journey. I appreciate it so much. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a great, great show. All these shows on PolitiKan is great, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so support PolitiKan because they got it, they got it going. You know what I'm saying? But like, everybody, keep watching tomorrow, 7 p.m. on the dot, like the Cosby Show every week.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Rodney, you need me to tell you?
Yes, sir, man.
You need me to tell you again?
Go ahead. Get your shit off, Ronaldo Kelly. Go ahead.
You didn't hear it, Ronnie? So I'll give it to you again. All right, Ronnie. What does my wife and the British broadcast channel have in common? They both identify with the BBC.
With the wink.
You are a motherfucking fool, y'all. Yeah, man. Check us out, man. Like Travis said, man, tomorrow at 7, Athlete's Journey. We got a higher learning episode dropping tomorrow. We finna kill the game, man. We really finna be on some other shit, man. Like I end every show. I don't know what y'all niggas gonna do, but I'm gonna get to it, man. PolitiKan Podcast.